let's try this again. Hi everyone. This is going to be such a learning curve. Let me adjust the camera. Okay. So I do know that there's a delay. So let me just wait for everybody to switch gears with me. I'm sorry, I accidentally went live on my personal page instead of on my Willow Tree Healing page. So thanks for your patience. This is going to be smooth one of these days. So hi Steve, hi Sarah, hi guys. So technical difficulties, and we'll get started here in just a few minutes. So I'm just gonna shuffle my deck. My main deck that I love more than anything is my steampunk deck. So this is the back of every single card. Hopefully you can see. The glare might make it hard to see, but how cool. It's so cool. Anybody who knows me knows how much I love steampunk everything. I think I was born in a different time. So this deck spoke to me so much that I actually gifted it to my dear friend Tish and my mentor. Tish needs wiki, so Miss Tish, this is for you. She may or may not be with us tonight, but she's teaching an awesome class. It's just one that I've taken before, but she's with us in spirit. So hopefully anybody who's on and who is watching, thank you so much, first of all, for joining. Secondly, if you want a reading, just give me a thumbs up, or hey, well, actually stop. Back up. If you're here, give me a thumbs up, a hi, a heart, something that lets me know that you're here. That was something that I was a little remiss in last time when I said I'm going to be doing a giveaway based on people. You get a point for watching live, you get a point for sharing, you get a point for participating. So sorry about that. I forgot to say, I'm not going to be able to know that you're here. Actually, I didn't know that I couldn't go back and see who saw the video or who watched it. I can only see how many times how many views it has in general. I can't see if people watched it once or 3 times. So, hey, Steve, thanks. So, if you want a reading during all of this, if you'll just put in the comments, yes, please, me, something that lets me know. And my cat just jumped up on the table, so if he puts his fuzzy little face in here, you'll know why. He's so bad. Are you gonna say hello? No? Okay, he jumped down. He's camera shy. So if you want a reading, just let me know in the comments. I'll try to catch it. If I'm going through and I'm doing a reading and I know that there's a couple minutes for a delay, and maybe I didn't acknowledge or I didn't see it, feel free to comment again. It's okay. Get my attention. I'm blonde, so sometimes I don't always see things. Shut up, Brian. So I'm going to be doing some readings. So if you want a reading, let me know. Be happy to do one. I have my tarot cards, like I said. I also have several oracle decks. So if you're someone who's a little apprehensive about tarot, like some people are, and that's okay. Hopefully I can help you get through that, push through, and see the beauty in tarot. I do have some angel tarot cards. So if they're a little softer, they're actually really beautiful. They're Radley Valentine's angel tarot cards. So yeah. Hi, Joy. So if you would like a reading, just let me know. And if you prefer, yep, there go the curtains. The cat's behind me. Hi, Aunt Patty. Then we can do tarot. We can do oracle. We can do both. If you don't want necessarily a specific question, if you don't have a specific question, that's okay. I can just do a general. You can know what it means for you, and that's fine. We don't have to go into detail. And I won't share anything that's overly private. If I'm getting something, I will write it down and I will message you later with what I might have felt or heard or read that might be a little too personal for the general public consumption. So, Brian, I don't have a Ginger Tarot deck. Maybe you can work on that for me. But I am happy to do a reading for whoever is watching. I have a feather. How interesting. I had a little, should have saved it, a little, I didn't realize what it was. It was a little white feather. And I don't know where it came from because I don't have white feathers. So usually that means spirit is among us. So yay. All right. Everybody's being really shy. Don't make me pick somebody because I will. Steve, how do you feel? You want a reading? Actually, I don't know what I did with the paper, but Michael and I, hi Joy, poured over everything that we could find from the last video. So if you missed it, I'm so sorry. I was remiss last time. Yay, thanks, Steve. So I was remiss and I didn't know that I could only see the total views on my video. I can't see, or at least I don't know how to see. I couldn't click on it. I couldn't see who all viewed the video. I can only see a total. And there were 200 and some odd views. So thanks everybody. That's awesome. So if you are here, just give me a thumbs up or a hi or a heart or something. Lets me know you're here. I do have the winners from last time. Basically, you got a point for watching. You got a point for, like, I knew who was here live. You got a point for commenting. Hi, Mom, you made it. Yay. Let's see. You got a point for sharing. And anybody who likes the page, you got a point. So I try to be very generous and give everybody all the points that I can. So I do have the 3 winners for the said sessions, but I have also decided that I'm going to be going live maybe a couple times a week with readings. So if you want a reading during the live, I can do that. But I was just so overcome with the amount of support that you all showed me that first video that I'm going to do at least a 3-card spread for every single person that watched. So thank you all so much. I will be in touch with you via Messenger, but for those who won the actual giveaway, you can choose. You can choose when all of this is over, a house blessing if you want it, tarot and oracle card, chakra alignment, Reiki, 30-minute Reiki, whatever it is that you want, I will let you know. So I will message you as well. So thank you all so much. I just wanted to give back in the way that you all showed me so much support. So thank you all. And like I said, if you want a reading during the live, that doesn't change winning the contest or just me returning the wonderful energy that you already gave. So hi, Megan. All right, guys. So Mr. Steve, since you were voluntold that you're getting a reading, so you are open to anything. You want me to have my cat pull the card. You have not met my cat. I don't know. I don't know that he would do that. All right, sir. Do you have a specific question, Steve? I'm going to shuffle with your energy in here. So if you don't have a specific question, I'll just pull a few cards, see what we can do. Or if you don't want to say for certain, you can just say general. That's fine. Like I said, if anything gets a little personal, I'm going to write it down and I'll message you later. So here we go. Oh, yay. He's going to let the universe choose. That's my favorite. If anybody's watching the You Can Heal Your Life Summit through Hay House right now, they have a little button that says if you don't necessarily know or if a course doesn't come out at you right away, then you can, there's a button that says let the universe choose. So that's what that just made me think of. So that's fun. All right. So I do a casino shuffle. I think that's what it's called. One more. going to split the deck. We didn't have any jumpers come out yet. Not a bad thing. So the bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords in reverse. Maybe you can see that. Maybe you can't. The lighting on my face is more important than the lighting on the card. So Nine of Swords is usually, if you can see her when she's upright, she's kind of like holding her head thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? This is crazy. It's nightmares, keeping you up at night, something really, really heavy on your mind. Swords are all about their air, their intellect, they're your mind. So when it's in reverse, it usually means that it's the opposite energy. So coming out of something that has been really weighing on your mind, maybe you recently came to a resolution about something. Let's see what else we get. For a minute there, I thought my entire deck was in reverse. So the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Usually this is a really fun card to get. I love how she's holding a large bird. I don't know if that's a hawk. Maybe hawks mean something to you. So when it's in reverse, they also call this the single lady card, kind of like, I make my money, I take care of myself. When it's in reverse, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not making money and you're not taking care of yourself, that you're not independent. It just means that that particular energy is not flowing through the way that it should. The next card is the Four of Wands. So that is typically a celebratory card. So you can see that they're hanging garland off of four, well, in this case, wands, but they're, looks like they're kind of getting ready like a maypole, some kind of celebration. So that's always good. I'm just going to show you the cards and I'm going to kind of interpret them. And then you're getting the Page of Wands. Pages are messengers, but they're a little more new with their energy. They're kind of like knights in training, so they're not quite there. They usually tend to be a little bit younger and less sure of themselves, so it's a little bit of a new energy. And then at the bottom, Six of Wands, but it was reversed. So this is a really good reading to start off. So it's not all doom and gloom, but it's not all sunshine and roses either. So I'm gonna say something was bugging you. You're not quite out of the woods yet. Maybe you're trying to make a tough decision. You're not quite sure which way to go. But what's coming is, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a cause for celebration. And it's gonna come fairly quickly because that Page of Wands, Wands is fire, it's passion, it's fast energy. With the Six of Wands in reverse at the end, that doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to be successful. It just might not be the way that you thought you were going to be successful. So I hope that that resonated for you, Steve. Happy to elaborate on that at some point. I'm going to pull an oracle for you. Notes from the Universe, Mike Dooley, another Hay Houser. A lot of my decks are from Hay House. They just have really good energy. So we're going to see, what the universe has to say to you today, Steve. What was going on with all of that reading? Oh, okay, cool. That you have options is meaningful. Rock on. So I'm going to try and get that in there. So basically, have gratitude for every moment in your life, even with lessons, everything, even if it doesn't come out to be exactly how you thought it would. It's still a learning experience, and if anything, it's going to show you what not to do. Like, that didn't work. Let's go back to the drawing board and figure that out. So thanks, Steve. Thanks for being my first guinea pig. All right. I have a lot of other decks as well. I just tend to come to my steampunk deck because it's my favorite. Don't tell the other decks. All right, who's next? Who's next? Who else wants a reading? I could easily voluntold somebody else. Oh, awesome, Steve. You're welcome. I'm so glad that that resonated for you. We're coming into a little bit of a... Yeah, I'm going to echo my wife's sentiment on that one. Mom. We're coming into a little bit of a tough period with... I knock my deck between just to get the energy out from the last person and get it all clean, nice and shiny. A bunch of planets are going retrograde. That doesn't necessarily, Mercury's not one of them yet, yay. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be bad. It's usually a time for reflection. I heard one of the people that I follow from Hay House, it's a retrogrades are reflect, relax, redo. So kind of like I said with Steve, if it didn't work, worst case scenario, you just go back to the drawing board and figure it out. All right, Mom. Ready? So I'm going to do the same thing that I did with Steve. It's just going to be general. Nothing too crazy. You can almost hear my mom saying, "My life is boring. I don't know what it's going to say." That's how I hear my mom in my head. Not really. That's not all how I hear. All right, Mom. Cool. Thank you. Oh, the world in reverse. So the world, when she's upright, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. That gear. She's powerful. She's pretty. I like her. When it's in reverse, the world when it's upright is generally the end of a cycle and kind of a completion. Everything's come full circle. When it's in reverse, it means it's not over yet. Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups in reverse. Ooh. Okay. So I know that my mom doesn't know a lot about tarot. So this is good because then it helps me break it down for anybody else who might be watching now or later who's not in tune with tarot. So the Knight of Pentacles is usually very slow moving energy. That's my mom. She's very, very thoughtful before she acts. So he's been to battle. He knows what's up. And he's carrying this canteen because he's a pentacle. It's got a pentacle in it. But it is symbolic. He's ready. Whatever it is, he's ready for a long journey. It's going to be slower, more deliberate, more thought out. 10 of Pentacles right in the middle. That's beautiful. 10 of Pentacles is one of the best. Hi, Cousin Shell. It's one of the best energies. We're going to figure this out one of these days so that it doesn't get blurry. But 10 of Pentacles is one of the happiest cards. 10s are numbers of completion, full circle once again. But this one's upright. And it's also the happy, stable home life card. Because Pentacles are about anything that's earthy, anything that's material world. So I would say that that's pretty accurate. You're pretty comfortable in your home. And the 2 of Cups is in reverse. So Cups, when it's upright, looks like this. And when it's in reverse, Cups is emotion and 2 is usually choices. So if you're making some kind of a choice, don't necessarily make it completely from the heart. Put some thought into it. Hi, Becky. Long time no see, stranger. So it doesn't have to necessarily all be just from the heart. Take into account that Knight of Pentacles energy, that more deliberate, weighing it out. How is this going to work later on? Is this going to be the best option? And then, please don't be scared. This is what I was talking about the other night with some of the cards that freak people out. It's the devil. And in this depiction, it was upright. So in this depiction, it's a machine. And the two workers in traditional Rider-Waite tarot, Rider-Waite-Smith, sorry Tish, tarot, the devil is there and he's got a male and a female on either side and is kind of like puppeteering them, enslaving them, is what this card's usually about. But in this depiction, I like it because the two workers, they're workers. They're not chained, they're not bound in any way. But these two workers down here are shoveling. So they're kind of like tinkering. So it's their choice. If they want to stay trapped with this giant machine breathing fire and steam upon them, or if they want to stop shoveling coal into the furnace and take that wrench and turn it so that it can't hurt them, it can't move. So to recap, the World in reverse, you're not done yet. Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Stay happy, stay stable, think a little bit more than just making some decision from your heart. And then with the devil, you have the power. You have the choice that you can make. You can either let it overcome you and overtake you, or you can stop feeding it and let it go. Just let it kind of shut down. I'll write this down. We can talk about it later. Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 2 Cups reversed, Devil. Cool. And then, Mom, I'm going to pull an oracle for you. Just because I absolutely love this deck. And I want to show it off a little bit. It's my L Key deck. Isn't she beautiful? Look at her. Oh, that hair, those green eyes, chandelier earrings. She's so pretty. El Key is French for she who. Look, 3 years of French. Yay. So these are kind of goddess-like, female empowerment, and they're just incredibly beautiful. They're one of my favorite oracle decks to work with. Though the cardstock is wonderful, it's very stiff. So it can be a little wonky to shuffle, but look how beautiful. The flowers and the butterflies. Any wonder I was drawn to this deck? So let's see. Her green eyes remind me of yours, Mom. Crazy cat. Crazy, crazy cat. Oh, nice. So this, I might butcher this girl's name. Manatili is how I'm going to say it. She who remains. It says powerful devotion and true worth. So this is very much an inner power. Yeah, get into your inner power card. So let's see if I can get it in there. How beautiful she is. She does. She looks like she's sitting on a throne like, I got this. I know what I'm doing. So that's beautiful, Mom. Manatili. I have no idea. Sounds good to me. Lovely. Okay, who's next? Who's next to get voluntold? I'm going to switch my tarot decks. And I'm going to go over to my angel. These have a lot going on, but they're absolutely beautiful. So let me see. Oh, that strength card is just beautiful. So strength with, they each have an angel assigned to them. Hi, Becky. Yay. Thanks. Okay. And then Aunt Patty. Awesome. Okay. So look at this. How beautiful is that card? So there's a lot going on with this particular deck. But this one I don't read in reverse. It's angels, it's very high vibrational, very divine. It just doesn't call to me to reverse them. So what I do instead is I will clarify cards. Sometimes I use a different deck to clarify, especially if I'm not doing reversals. But with this deck, I don't feel compelled to do that right now. So Becky's first. I hope you and your kiddos are doing well. I love the pictures of them. Your son is getting so big. Not that your daughter isn't, but I remember I met you when you were pregnant with your son. That was our first volunteer meeting. Can you believe that was, what was that, 6 years ago? Crikey. All right, dear. One more. Get inside. They are. They're so cute. My goodness. Okay. Okay, so we're starting off with some major arcana. You get my favorite card in any deck because this is how I see myself. You get the High Priestess. Check her out. Archangel Haniel. I love her. She's typically associated with the moon. So I really like working with her energy at the full moon. Gorgeous. Page of Fire, which this deck uses earth elements, so that's also wands. 9 of Water, which is cups. Ace of Water, which is cups. And the 6 of Fire. Awesome. Well, okay. So the Page of Fire, like I said, there's a lot going on with these cards. They are beautiful. I'm sorry if it's blurry. But check out that dragon, man. That's cool. My son would love that. He loves dragons. That's beautiful. So that's, pages are messengers, and fire or wands is very fast moving energy, very quick. So it's also a young energy. So if there's, often in tarot, people will call out astrology signs. So a fire sign, an Aries or a Leo or a Sagittarius, younger male. So I don't remember when your son was born, but it doesn't have to be personifications, but if it works, it works. But basically with the Page of Fire, it's something coming in that's new and exciting, and a message about that. With the 9 of Water, that's the 9 of Cups. It's kind of a wishes come true card. So here, I'm sorry, I forgot to hold it up for you. So in this deck, they're mermaids. Of course, I love it. So let me back it up. There she is, hanging out. There's those cups down there. There are 9 of them. And they're all full of all these beautiful jewels. So it's such a happy card. It is a really, really lovely energy to have. So wishes fulfilled, wishes come true, yay. And then the Ace of Water. So this is a merman. Aces are beginnings. So it could be with that row, that message, wish come true, new. So if you're looking for something new or to renew, like I said earlier with the retrogrades going on, reflect, review, renew, all the re-words. So yeah, I do too. Love happy stuff. Hi, Vicky. So the 6 of Fire is at the bottom. This is the 6 of Wands, much like Steve got in the first reading, but his was reversed. Sorry, Steve. So this is the 6 of Wands, basically. So there you go. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in these cards. They are beautiful, but they are super detailed. So that's a victory. So if something new is coming in, it's basically being handed to you. It's like, here, this is what you've wished for. That high priestess could be your personal genie. I don't know. If you've been working on something or you've maybe given up, like it's not going to happen, it's favorable. Whatever it is, good to go. You're gonna win. You're gonna come out on top, girl. So yay, that's exciting. I will pull. I'm gonna keep on with the mermaid. I'm gonna pull an oracle for you. Need to make room first, though. Love that high priestess. She's my favorite. Don't tell the others. So we'll pull an oracle card for you. These are beautiful as well. These you can't get anymore because they were Doreen Virtue, and she, a couple of years ago, renounced everything she ever did, and she did a lot over the course of 20-some years with oracle and angels and tarot and stuff and courses. And then she kind of went off the deep end. So hey Tracy, she asked for her name to be taken off of everything, and anything that wasn't collaborated, she wanted her name off of them and for them to not be published anymore. So unfortunately, but fortunately for everybody, I got this deck. Oh, rest. So that's chill out. Just let this happen. Whatever it is, you don't have to do anything. No effort is required on your part. Sit back and just let it be. I'm going to pull from the top too. I don't know why they're asking me to do that. Music for manifesting. So maybe turn on some music. Take a long hot bath. Let your hubby take care of the kids for a while. Go out for a walk. Give you 30 minutes of solitude. Hi, Phineas. I'm telling you, this cat's going to end up on the table at some point. He acts like he's camera shy, but he's really a ham. Yes, you have permission to do nothing. Tell him I said so. Thank you, my dear, for being such a lovely, willing participant. Now, Aunt Patty, I didn't forget. Let's see what's going on from my lovely aunt. Are you counting down? You're welcome. Are you counting down the days until your official retirement, Aunt Patty? Like I have to ask, right? It's okay. All right, one more shuffle. Okay, bye, Becky. Thank you. I know I said one more, but when they tell me to keep going, I keep going. I don't argue. Okay, one more. Yeah. Ooh, and I already know the deck I'm using for 38 days. Give or take, right? Is that working days or calendar days? 10 of Wands. Okay. Or in this deck, fire. 10 of fire. There's a lot going on in that card. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. They're dragons. Your favorite great nephew loves his dragons. Balance, which is temperance. 10 of air, which is swords. 6 of fire. 9 of water. Ooh, okay. Everybody saw me shuffle. So there's just energy coming out tonight. So the 10 of Wands is kind of like when you're exhausted. You've got too much going on, too much on your plate. So just something stressful, whether it's work, because I know that it's just not what we're all used to, working from home. As much as I personally have loved working from home, there are points that it's very stressful because the VPN goes out, or I'm homeschooling a 13-year-old and foreign language is fantastic. And then we get told, oh, he's eligible for advanced, I mean, yay, advanced foreign language because he did so well this year, that he's going to be taking 9th grade in 8th grade. How fun. They better let the kids come back because parents are tired. So the 10 of fire, or 10 of wands, yes, that's why you're retiring. Just putting that burden down, being done, going, yep, we're good. So that could very much be relating to your retirement. Just kind of picking up on that, you know, you have a couple months left, not even. Balance. So this is temperance in the traditional tarot. And Archangel Zadkiel. Ooh, nice. So there you go. That's what's nice about the major arcana, is that there's not as much going on in those cards. But balance, temperance, it's traditionally depicted as somebody who's pouring one element, typically fire, and another element, typically water, together, and it's an alchemy card. So you're bringing two seemingly opposite energies together and making a brand new energy that is stronger than the other two are by themselves. So that's pretty much what it traditionally talks about, balancing those energies. Because fire and water, fire can boil water, water can put out fire, but if you mix them together in the right way, you get a really beautiful result. So I think with balance, it's talking about these last few weeks for you in your job, just making sure that you're not getting senioritis, kind of like the high school students typically would at this time of year. And just throwing it to the wolves and letting it be, but leaving on a good note, but also balancing and taking care of yourself. Self-care. I'm a huge proponent of self-care. You all know that. So making sure that everything is balanced between work and life, and everything in life is balanced as well. That there's a fair energy, a fair give and take, that people aren't taking advantage of you either, or making you feel bad just because you're leaving. 10 of Swords, so there's another 10 right in the middle. Oh, this one's beautiful. It has unicorns. So air or swords is thought. This is really beautiful because in traditional tarot, it's a really scary card. It's one that I talked about the other night, where it's a dude laying down with 10 swords in his body, in his back. Not a pretty depiction for what it actually means. It's another just kind of being done energy, much like the 10 of fire, the 10 of wands, putting down that burden, being overworked, and just not doing that. It typically means the end of a difficult situation. So if you've been, hi Phineas, if you've been just going through something, whether it's related to work or something else, could be health related, I'm not sure, then that's coming to an end. So that difficult time is just coming to an end. So that's great. 6 of fire, once again, man, all these readings. 6 of wands in traditional tarot, victorious. So being done with those situations and coming out on top, as long as you remain balanced. And then at the end, or at the bottom, 9 of water. So this is the 9 of cups. So that's very positive, very happy. All those beautiful cups filled with all the pretty mermaid jewels. Phineas, please don't unplug my light. So it's, if this is just resonating for strictly retirement, 10 of fire, just being done, making sure everything's balanced, leaving on a good note. Oh no, you had poison ivy. Oh, I'm so sorry for you. Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully that's what's coming to an end, that difficult situation. Just being victorious and being prosperous. So you've earned it. Yay. Definitely deserve that. I know things haven't always been super easy for you. I'm going to use the grace cards because you make me think of these cards. This beautiful Grace. I think I featured this the other night when I did my last live. I hope that's not too terribly loud when I shuffle. So, hi Linda. And while I'm doing this, since there is a little bit of a pause, if the next person who would like a reading wants to speak up, just let me know in the comments. These are so beautiful. I love these cards. I really, really do. Can't wait to see what comes out. Oh, well, that just flew out, so I guess that's the one we're taking. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect, Aunt Patty. Shine. Step into the light. You are a gift to the world. Not just my opinion, the cards say it too. I know it's backwards. I don't care. I know it's backwards, but I just wanted proof. That's perfect. That is perfect, Aunt Patty. And yes, Joy needs one. So Joy gets one next. How beautiful. I think I might cry. I love it. That is 100% perfect for you, Aunt Patty. You are so deserving. This retirement, something that's needed. So you can just step back and do what you want to do. It's time. You've earned it. So yay. Okay. You're welcome. Joyous. Joyous. Where's my cousin? Why isn't she watching? I'm going to use the Arcanum Tarot. To make sure I get all the cards out of the box. Okay. Miss Joy. Really? So. He's either going to hop up on this table or we're going to have a disconnected light. I'm not sure which. So, well, let's see what comes out for Joy. I feel like I haven't seen you in like a year. Probably the last Nicely 4th of July party. I don't think I saw you at Christmas. Whatever, it's been too long. Well, all right. Sometimes that happens. We just give it another little shuffle. Yeah, some of these are in reverse. Oh, hi, Kelly. Not me. Another Kelly. Oh. I'll just put that back. Okay. All right, Joy, here we go. Ooh, the Empress. Yeah. I love this card in this deck. She is 100% owning herself in that deck, in this deck. Well, in every deck, but I love it. Okay, the Sun in reverse, don't panic. 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands in reverse, that's a good thing. Page of Wands in reverse. So the Empress, Major Arcana. Hold it up again. So she is the ultimate mother energy. She's typically depicted as being pregnant. That can be just new ideas. That doesn't have to be an actual pregnancy unless you're actively trying. It's been a while since I've seen you. I don't know. But she's also Mother Earth energy too. So birthing new ideas, something gestating, coming, if you've been working for something, you're still kind of working on it. It's not quite ready to be born yet. It could be that energy as well. With the sun in reverse, so when the sun is upright, it is the happiest card in the deck. When it's reversed, don't panic. Don't panic. Basically, don't count your eggs before they're hatched. It doesn't mean that happiness isn't coming. It's just, it's not here yet. And it might not be taking the exact path you thought it would. With the Four of Pentacles, hold this up. See how she's holding those Four Pentacles really, really close to her chest. Pentacles are money, our earthly stuff, physical world, very tangible, things that we can touch, see, hear, taste, smell. They typically are shown holding coins very close to themselves in many decks. So that's just kind of hanging on to your money, hanging on to your ideas, not showing your hand before it's time. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean that you're greedy, because I know you. I know you're not. But you might be saving your money for something, and that's totally fine. Or if you're not, maybe you should be. With the retrogrades, review where your money's going, if it's going to the right places, that kind of stuff. And I know that you're in finance, so I would hope you're good to go there, but there could be an unforeseen circumstance, you never know. And then Nine of Wands in reverse, I like. So nines, well, yeah, nines. Nines are almost done with the cycle because tens are completely done. Nines are like right before that. With wands, this here, when it's upright, this card is also often called the wounded warrior. So somebody who's taking a last stand, kind of that fighting chance that doesn't matter what I've been through, if I'm ready to win or lose this battle, I'm going to go down fighting. Since it's in reverse, you don't have to take on that energy. You don't have to fight. You can just allow, just let it be. With the ivy, I'm going to hold it upright. With the ivy growing, it means he's been there for a while, like that long-standing energy. So you can just kind of brush that and let it go. Page of Wands, it came out in reverse, but I'm going to hold it upright so you can get an idea of the card. This is another one that's come out in pretty much everybody's reading so far. So since it's reversed, that's typically a message of some sort. Pages are messengers, but they're younger and they kind of have smaller messages usually. The kings, if you think about it, in medieval court, the kings wouldn't necessarily trust a page with something really important, but kind of communication. So in our day, text messages, emails, something quick. So since it's in reverse, the message might not be coming as fast as what you're hoping for or that you would want, but it doesn't mean it's not coming at all. So if you're birthing a new idea, it's still kind of working its way through and might not come through the way that you expected. So you might have the opportunity to review and redo. So watch your money, make sure that it's going where it needs to go, where it's supposed to go, and that nobody, I don't want to say is conning you out of it, but kind of making you feel like it needs to go to a different worthy cause. And there might be a message around it that's a little slower coming. So take that for what it's worth, how it resonates for you. And then I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle for you. This is a Colette Baron Reed deck that I love. Another Hay House author. I know, everybody's shocked. I know. But these are just absolutely beautiful cards. And some of them are flipped around. Okay. I don't know what I was doing. Okay. we're all facing the right way now. All right. These cards, Colette makes most of her decks readable in reverse, but I typically don't read oracle cards in reverse. But if it flips out that way, that's fine. I'll take it then. I think you might have to post a few, Brandy, because I have a lot of decks. And I recently got rid of several. I gave a lovely friend of mine the opportunity to go through them first, for first dibs. And she took what she wanted, and then I donated the rest. Oh, okay. So with this deck, I am going to read a little bit out of the book. This one is number 17, and I opened up almost to it. It's called The Fates. It's beautiful. This deck is just gorgeous. Here we go. So see how she has that string of stars that go up to the heavens? Beautiful, beautiful card. So the Oracle's message. The Serenity Prayer, so if you know what that is, the Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in your life you will never have control over. That makes me think of that Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands in reverse. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may feel fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand, to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with those events and your current circumstances and what they have taught you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. So, leave it up to fate. So that gestation of a new idea with that Empress is where that takes me. Just let it be. Let it ride for a little bit. Let the divine take you wherever they're going to take you. So, hope that resonated in some way for you. All right. Thanks, everyone, for being here and being such willing participants. It's always fun to read for multiple people, especially people that maybe, yes, I know, but I can't always connect with, so I don't always know what's going on. So it's kind of fun to tap into the energy. So I know there's a little bit of a pause between, but is there anyone else who would like a reading? Tarot, oracle, both, or otherwise? I'll let you all have a few minutes to type because I know it takes a little bit sometimes. And if not, that's okay. You don't have to. You can just be here absorbing the energy. I have a deck. It's a little darker. But that doesn't mean it has dark energy. It's just not the light high vibe that the Angel Oracle is. It's slightly gothic. Actually, it's all gothic. Little vampirical in a way. It's really fun at Halloween to use these cards. They're incredibly beautiful, but they are not for beginners. They do not follow traditional tarot at all. They are very different. You really have to know the meanings to get into their energy. It's called Tarot de la Nuit, which is French for Tarot of the Night. Nuit is night in French. And I'm just going to sneak off. Check these out. Like one of my favorite cards. Let's see if I can find my High Priestess. Like the Lovers card. Obviously you can get the Lovers out of this, but How beautiful. Just incredible. Absolutely love it. But Two of Pentacles, you might not necessarily get that that's Two of Pentacles. Other than she is balancing two orbs. But they're gorgeous. I love them. They're so pretty. No? No other brave souls tonight? That's okay. I didn't expect a whole lot for my first reading, my first live. Could just do a collective reading. Could be really brave and do one for myself. I might do that. Woo. See? Happens every so often. Get ahead of myself. Shuffle. I like to shuffle a lot. I like to make sure everything's clear in between. I have to move a little faster when I'm at psychic fairs because we're usually on a timer, but when I can take my time and I actually have a client in front of me and it's just us, whether it's physically in front of me on the other end of a phone or a video chat, Facebook Messenger, Mr. Brian is someone who can vouch for me on that one. It's been a while. So the Lovers is on the bottom. That's fun. Steve, I have a question out of curiosity. What draws you to pull from the bottom? Oh! So I'm going to lay out my cards and then I'll answer your question. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Basically, still trying to figure out how to share on my own page at the same time. So I never really did that until one of the YouTubers that I watch, Mary Jo Craymore, she's in Maine. I like her energy. She's Soulful Revolution, I had to think about it, is her channel. And I learned a lot watching her and her style. And it's evolved a little bit over the last couple of years. I started watching her in, I think, the fall of 17, right after she started her YouTube channel. And she pulls from the bottom of the deck. She shows it, or she calls it as showing the hidden factors, which they can be. Unless I specifically intend that, my general intention is just overall energy, the overall energy of the reading, kind of a starting point. It could also represent the person I'm reading for. So I usually say take it how it resonates or how it flows. Sometimes it just kind of comes out that it's the overall energy or, hey, this is you. So for Aunt Patty's 10 of Wands being there and her impending retirement, it made sense that that was her situation. So it can go a few different ways depending on the intention. So that was a good question. Thanks, Steve. The Lovers is usually a choice. It's also Gemini. So we're coming up on Gemini season here pretty soon. Usually the 20th-ish of a month, 20th to 22nd is when signs change. So we're coming up here. King of Swords. So it's kind of scary. But he's depicted as a hooded, almost secretive, kind of like, what's he up to energy? But really, I just think because it's intellect with swords, it's air energy. I think that's more of the king in any of the four suits is someone who's a master, male or female. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying he because it's king. The person is a master of their thoughts in this particular case. of their intellect. So someone who's smart, if it pertains to a person. If it's an energy, it's just that, well, typically court cards are people, but it tends to be more of an advanced energy, an older energy. Could be an older air sign. I don't know. King of, since it's for me, it's hard to read for myself. Isn't that funny? I am so ready and eager and able to read for other people like that. Not so much for myself. So the King of Cups, same thing. The king is someone who's a master of his suit. So he's actually really pretty. It's beautiful. I love this king. I'm wondering what that cracking is right here. I thought it was a tattoo at first, and I mean, maybe. But also kind of that cracking of the light starting to come through. That's really interesting. That's something to do with cards. Look for those minute details. Look for the hidden messages within the cards, not just the overall. He is, Aunt Patty, he is. He's just pretty. Kind of like a younger Jason Momoa. So the King of Cups is someone who's a master of his emotions. Someone who, depending, if it came out in reverse, I would say he holds his emotions in. He plays it close to the vest, so to speak. He doesn't always lead with his emotions and show his emotions as easily. But since he's upright, he does. He shows them in a healthy way. The Magician. I like this because it's a female magician. And she is beautiful. She's kind of got this like, what's up kind of look. I love her long blondish white hair. The Magician is, it can go one of two ways. Like I said in the live the other night, there's a light and shadow to every card. So the light side of the Magician is somebody who's a master manifester, somebody who can snap their fingers and it's in front of them. I've never really been able to do that. I try, but it just doesn't always happen. The darker side, the shadow side to the Magician is somebody who's a manipulator. So if it came out in reverse, that's where I would say somebody who's more of a manipulator. But it didn't. None of my cards came out in reverse. I wonder if I reversed these. I don't know. And then the Four of Swords at the bottom. So I'll show this to you. I think this is beautiful. It gives a little bit of an energy because, before I say it out loud, yeah, she's got, I thought she was nude. She is not. She just has like a nude colored, I can see the sleeve embellishments and it's kind of off the shoulders. But the Four of Swords is about taking just, hey Al, just taking some time to relax and rest. And not rushing out and doing something, but just sitting down and taking some time out. Self-care also with this card. So interesting. Lovers, King of Swords, King of Cups, Magician, Four of Swords. I'll have to think on that for a little bit. See what that's all about. Definitely something manifesting. And taking some time out to just be, just breathe. Alex, do you or Cammie want a reading? I have some pretty cool decks. Like I said, it's really gothic. It's really pretty. Okay, so viewer discretion is advised with the Three of Swords. It's a little gory. I just happened to pick up the deck and this is where Alex does. Okay, well, Alex and Cammie both can have readings if they want. Okay, so it's kind of like her heart got ripped out of her chest. Rick. Yeah, so that's basically Three of Swords energy. It's typically the heart with 3 swords stabbed in it, and it typically means like heartbreak. Could be cheating. If I was doing a relationship reading, it could be cheating. It could just be bad news, like you didn't get the job. If I'm doing a career reading, you didn't get the house. If like there's a bidding war on a house. So, Rick. I don't think any of these are reversed, so I'm gonna make that happen. All right, Al. Doing a reading for you. I've been switching up my decks. This one is the Tarot de la Nuit for Tarot of the Night. It's gothic. It's pretty cool. I like it. And then I've been pulling oracle cards as well. So we will see what deck calls to me as we do your reading. Okay. Is Cammie there too? Or is she working? Keep shuffling. Okay. Alexander Lucas. Hey girl, hey. Okay. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I'll show you these after I get them laid out. The Fool. Okay. Haven't done that yet. So it called to me. I don't know why it grabbed my attention again. I didn't see what it was until I pulled it. That happens sometimes too. So I just kind of cross it. All right. So you got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to show it to you this way first. Upright. So you can kind of get the feel. These cards really don't follow traditional tarot. So, reverse. Pentacles are material. Our material stuff, our money, houses, stuff that we can touch, taste, feel, etc. Physical world stuff. The Nine of Pentacles is usually a happy card. It's usually the single lady card. Like, I can take care of myself. I'm independent. I don't need anybody to take care of me. So when it's in reverse, it doesn't necessarily mean codependency or anything like that. Typically when it's in reverse, it just means that the energy isn't quite there yet. And then you got the Fool upright. So the Fool was with it. So that's the one that got my attention that I pulled out with it. So the Fool is the beginning of a new journey. It doesn't mean that you're foolish or anything like that. It's not that kind of energy. The Fool is the beginning of the journey. So if we go through the arcana, the major arcana, it's the Fool's journey. So the Fool is the person. And usually it means through to the end, to the World card, the Fool has taken a journey into enlightenment. So it just means that you're on the beginning of a journey. So I think that's why they wanted me to take that out with the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Reconnect, and I'm not on Wi-Fi. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. So the Fool is just the beginning of a cycle, the beginning of something new. So coming out with that Nine of Pentacles reversed, it just means you're not there yet. You're not quite at that completion. So you're probably starting at the beginning of your journey. This might be your master's work. So we'll see. Seven of Swords reversed. I like that. So see how she's escaped. Helps if I hold it up. It came out reversed, but see how she's escaping? She's kind of running towards something and someone's behind her. This card can be, when it's upright, it can be indicative if the reading is the way that it is. It could be indicative of someone stealing something that isn't theirs. Could also just be running away, like running away from society, being an outcast kind of thing. So when it's in reverse, then the energy is the opposite in this case. So she is holding something. I'm not sure what. So I'm going to say that that's really good energy, that you're not feeling the need to run away or escape in this new journey. You're taking measured steps. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is also a good thing. So here it is upright. So it was reversed and it's in the middle. So the Five of Pentacles, when it's traditional Rider-Waite tarot, they're two people. One of them might be lame, like using a cane or something. Typically it's snowing. They're shown outside of the church, which way back when, if you were excommunicated from the church, you basically were shunned. You didn't have any resources. You were shunned from society, kind of like that Seven of Swords thing. So with that being in reverse, you're not feeling left out in the cold, and you're not being left out in the cold. So awesome. And then you got the Sun upright. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. She's beautiful. And she's kind of standing on the edge, much like the Fool is usually depicted, standing on the edge of a cliff. She's just basking in the glory of whatever it is that she has accomplished. So I think that's great with the 7 and 5, the 7 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles reversed, and then the Sun. That is showing that you're heading in the right direction. It is a beautiful deck, Rick. I agree. I love it. And then you have the 8 of Swords in reverse. So again, a good thing. So here it is upright. Typically, she is shown blindfolded with swords around her. So she feels, because she's blindfolded, she feels like she's trapped and has nowhere to go, because she can just energetically feel all these swords in front of her like a barricade. But really, they aren't. They're just around her. And if she were to take off her blindfold, she could see the way out. So with this being in reverse, you've done that. You've essentially done that. You've taken off the blindfold and you're able to step out from the false imprisonment. So whatever that means. If that means, if this is about your master's work and starting your journey, like the Fool, through grad school, then it is very positive. It is. Those can be some scary cards, and this is not, I mean, it's a beautiful deck, but it's not anything like the Angels deck that I use for Aunt Patty. That wasn't on purpose, it just was. If it is the Fool's journey through you beginning your master's work, it's the right thing to do. And if you were feeling like maybe you needed this in order to move forward in your career, because my ever so young baby cousin, you have a long life and career in front of you, this is going to be great. This is going to be good for you. So awesome. But don't let me tell you. You take it how it resonates for you. I'm going to use Wisdom of the Oracle again. I was debating. Maybe I'll grab another one for you with the messages from the universe. Flexible. Cool. You're welcome. See, when you bring the right energy and you're just open to hear whatever you're meant to hear, there's nothing to be afraid of. So here's flexible. That's, I don't think you should try it. Don't try this at home, Alex. So I'm not going to read from the book on this one, because intuitively, just remain flexible. I know with all of this stuff going on and then the restructuring happening at UA, just remain flexible. It's all going to be all right. It's going to come along just fine. Just don't be too rigid in any particular belief or path. You can always just go back to the drawing board and choose a different path. Doesn't mean that the same outcome won't happen. It just might have to take a little detour, and that's okay. Connect again. Okay. Told you, retrogrades. And it's not even Mercury retrograde that messes with electronics. It's not time yet, so I don't know. All right, I am going to pull another card for you. Did Cammie want a reading? If not, that's okay. Or if she wants a private one. First one's free. For my family. And we all know we like her better than we like you. I mean, it's not a secret. It's fine. It's all right. They all like Brandy more than they like me anyway. It's fine. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. So you will be surprised. I mean, I think that pretty much sums it up. You will be surprised. So just be happy. There you go. It's going to be all right. We'll tell her to message me if she wants one, since she was here but preoccupied. So this has gone on for quite a while. But I'm not, yes, good surprises. I think we all like good surprises. I'm happy to do any others if anybody's ready. If not, you can always message me. You know where to find me. On my page or on my personal page if we're friends or family. You know where to find me. Thank you all for being here and being my guinea pigs. This was my first Facebook Live to do readings live. So hopefully with the energy that was flowing, it was really great energy. Thanks, everybody. So, of course, Rick, of course. Do you want that Gothic deck or do you want my steampunk deck? I have my Angels deck. I could walk over and get another deck. Oh, thanks, cousin. I love you too, Shell. Miss you guys. Oh my gosh. It has been entirely too long since I've seen everyone. In person, of course, I see their pictures and it just breaks my heart that we can't see each other. Steampunk it is. But we love you all and we hope you're all safe and doing well. I forgot how this deck, it's my favorite, just responds to me. Shell, you want a reading? If not, that's okay. You know where to find me. And Dougie graduating, I can't even. I can't. I can't. I watched the commencement. About cried when his picture came up. He looks so much like Grandpa. Oh, he looks so much like Grandpa. All right, Rick. One more casino shuffle. The Hanged Man in reverse. So it looks upright, but it isn't. Okay, I'll get you next, Shell. Yeah. So it was reversed. Hangman in reverse. Interesting. Now, Rick has an advantage because he is also a professional reader. So We'll see what I get, but obviously, Rick, intuit for yourself. So Hangman in reverse. Me too. The Sun in reverse. So here's the Sun when it's upright. Happy, happy dancing. Even the puppy. Reverse. Don't panic. Also, Nine of Pentacles. Gorgeous. Love it. Reverse. Don't panic. Queen of Wands. I love this card. She was upright. But she's my bad bee card. She has very much the face of, don't mess with me. Are you kidding? Please. And then Two of Cups in reverse. So here it is upright. Here it is reversed. So usually the Hangman means taking a pause and taking a look from another perspective. So being in reverse means don't necessarily need to do that, or you've already done it. If I know you, as well as I think I know you, you already look at everything from every angle. So the Sun is usually, it's the happiest card in the deck. So being reversed doesn't mean doom and gloom. It's just the happiness might not be here yet and might not come the way that you expected. The Nine of Pentacles, same thing. That's the single lady card. That is the Miss Independent card. Doesn't necessarily mean that, thank you, Brandy, for linking the deck. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're not, or that you're codependent in any way. It just means, once again, we're not quite there yet. But then the Queen of Wands comes in, and because gender is null and void, doesn't matter. It's just an energy. So the Queen is someone who is very much in control of herself and her actions. She very much thinks before she acts, even though you would think that of the Queen of Swords. Not that that's not true, but the Queen of Wands is someone who, when she acts, she knows what she's doing. It's very deliberate. She knows. So then with the Two of Cups being in reversed at the bottom, making that decision not just from the heart or because of the heart. So for you, channel that Queen of Wands energy and make that deliberate action happen for you. It doesn't need to be quick unless you're ready for it to be quick, because wands that's fire. It's usually very passionate, very little more quick. I mean, swords are the fastest, and then wands, and then cups, and then pentacles are the slowest. But with that Hangman in reverse, actually they're all reversed except for the Queen of Wands. Sorry. But I think that just means that you've got something brewing, and those will turn upright. That Sun, that Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups will turn upright once you've taken this decided action. So think about our class last night. I'm going to pull a couple for you. Goodness gracious. Okay. This is one of my newest decks, and I just love it. I picked it right up, I looked through the cards, and it was right there. They just make sense. They've got great energy. They're really, really beautiful. Mike Dooley, Love Notes from the Universe. He's got a few diving deep into, like it's a series. There's a few that are a little more fine-tuned to certain situations. I like his energy. He can be a little intense for some people, but I guess any of the readers can be. One more. Because I know you. Yeehaw! I'm going to read the back to you. When it comes to choosing who will be in your life, I recommend valuing their yeehaw quality above all others. Have it your way. Special orders don't upset us. Love the universe. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I'm going to pull from the bottom too. Karma's on your side. So there you go. It's payback time is what it says. And that doesn't have to be bad. Karma is subjective, I suppose. So some people are afraid of karma, like, oh, karma's going to get you, or, oh, that was their karma. Karma is just an energy. It's an energy of reaping what you've sown. So if you sow good things, you're going to get good things. If you don't sow good things, you're not going to get good things. Glad it resonated, Rick. Awesome. I love it. Yeah. We're going to have to fill Titian on that one. All right, my beautiful cousin. I'm going to use the Arcanum Tarot with you. I don't know if I turned any reverse, so we're going to make that happen. That is you, Rick. That is. And I say that so lovingly. I love my Papa Bear. He's one of my soul tribe from Soulspirational. He's just such a loving energy. And I feel very blessed and lucky to know him. And his beautiful daughter, Corey. And Mr. Steve, who was my first volunteer tonight. Also, probably soon to be my tech guy because, Lord, am I having issues. And I feel bad, my poor wife. Oh, Lord. Rick, you've now turned my wife into channeling Ernest Angeli. I'm not even going to try. I can't do it justice. It's Rick's thing. And it always makes us all crack up. And we love it because laughter is high vibration. And it's one of the easiest ways to get your vibe high. I'm not talking about fake laughing. Ha, ha, ha. No, actually turn something on. A comedian of something that makes you laugh hysterically. So if you're feeling off, do it. That'll raise your vibe like that. So funny. So funny. Oh my God. I love you, Rick. I love you. Yeah, movement too. Yeah, dancing. Kids are wonderful. They know how to dance like nobody's watching. I think that came because there was a toddler who was dancing and a parent was like, dance like nobody's watching. 100%. I think that's where that came from. It had to. Kids are wonderful reminders to us to not take things so seriously. We're just here for a little bit. Okay, cuz, let's see what we got. One more casino shuffle. Oh yeah, I'm using the L key cards for you after this. All right, what do we got? Okay. Don't panic. This isn't what you think it means, okay? Death. Don't panic. Nobody's gonna die. Just bear with me. The Queen of Cups. Love her. The High Priestess. Page of Cups in reverse. And the Three of Cups. Girl, you have all the water. All the daggone water. Okay. So I'm going to show you. Queen of Cups. Isn't she beautiful? Look at her. She looks like you. She looks like you, cuz. Look. Beautiful. Look at that brown hair. Very contemplative over that cup. Those lotus blossoms. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then there's the High Priestess. This is my girl right here. Right here, right here. Look at her. Oh, God bless you. Gorgeous. Okay, Page of Cups. This is when it's upright. So it was reversed. And then Three of Cups when it's upright. Looks like this. Just kind of dancing around. And it was reversed. So with the Death card, like I said, please don't panic. doesn't mean what you think it might mean. What you might think it means. Death is typically just the end of something old, outdated, that doesn't need to be around anymore. In the angel deck, that's a little softer than the traditional tarot can be. They are stunning. I love them. The Death card is called transformation because that's the energy. That's typically what it really means. It's just transforming energy. Like when we die, our physical body ceases to work like the machine, but our soul evolves. It transcends. It goes up, down, around, wherever, to another plane, over whatever your personal belief system is. Our soul transcends. It transforms. So the energy of the Death card, and what I love about this one, yeah, we got some Grim Reaper energy going up, but if you can see, I'm trying to make it so you can see, it's a flower. It's a beautiful flower, and it's blossomed. So it's not quite so harsh. So this transformation energy is what we've got going on. The Queen of Cups, so Court card. I'm just going to say she because Queen. Also, I think this represents you. She has this beautiful golden chalice with some gorgeous, probably sapphire, because her dress is like sapphire blue. It's gorgeous. Looks like the colors from the dresses of my first wedding, which she was in. And her crown, and she's just so poetic and such a master of her emotions. She's got it all under control. She's got this cup. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous chalice. She's got these lotus around her that she's kind of looking at and seeing that they have blossomed. So the beautiful thing about the lotus, and one of the most spiritual meanings and representations of a lotus, is that it grows in mud and it goes down really deep, so you can't see how deep its roots are. You just see this beautiful blossom on the top of the water. So from darkness up through to the light. So I think that goes with that transformation energy. The High Priestess, she's my girl. I love her. I love the High Priestess in every deck. That's how I see myself. She's front and center in your reading. So she is someone who is inner knowing. She knows it. She plays her cards very close to the vest. She doesn't reveal all of her secrets. She knows that not everyone's her friend, so she doesn't tell everybody everything. She doesn't need to, because she just knows. She seeks wisdom within herself, which can also go with the Queen of Cups energy as well. Cups are usually emotions, the watery energy, but I also see it as someone who, because they have mastered their emotions, has an inner knowing and a peace. The Page of Cups in reverse. So pages are, they're communicators, they're messengers, but they're younger. So it could just be that, that being in reverse is that the emotional message isn't getting through, or it was so small that it doesn't matter. So if you're waiting on a communication and like your heart's beating really fast because it means a lot to you, because it's emotional energy, and it doesn't come through, or it doesn't come through the way that you were looking for it to come through, or if it isn't coming when you want it to, it doesn't mean that it's not coming, or that the message that you're going to get might be better. And then the Three of Cups is typically a celebratory card, But with it being in reverse doesn't mean that it's not celebratory. It just means that message that isn't coming through or isn't coming through right away, or the way that you were looking for, might cause you to kind of feel let down. Like, oh, that sucks. That's not what I was hoping for. There goes my ear. But with the Death card, that transformative energy, in the other two, you got two major arcana, the Death and the High Priestess, both upright, and the Queen of Cups upright. It's going to be fine. It's going to be transformational, because like I said with the Page of Cups, just because it's not coming through the way that you thought it would doesn't mean it's not coming at all. That something better might be coming. So you might have to go through this transformation, and then these two cards will turn upright. So take it how it resonates. All right, El Key. She Who. Gosh, I love these cards. They're so beautiful. Just so beautiful. Let's see what we get for you, my dear. Shell Bell. Okay, top and bottom. So bottom first. She Who Doubts, Enid. Fear, wariness, and trust. So if you've been in that energy of doubting, or after that message doesn't come through, or doesn't come through how you are hoping that it will, again, don't doubt. That's the bottom of the deck. That's why they told me to do both. Bottom is current, top is where you're going. Shiala, She Who Creates. Ooh. Creativity, originality, and spontaneity. So you, my dear, can manifest whatever it is you're looking for. Gorgeous. Love it. So use your creativity. Create it. If it's not what you were looking for, if it's not what you were hoping for, go create it. I know you. You're strong. You don't need me to tell you. You got this. Okay, my dears. So thank you, everyone, from the bottom of my heart, for watching my first live, and still a little bit rocky with getting the training wheels off, but we're working through it. So thank you so much, everyone, for bringing your generous energy and your generous spirit. If you are so inclined to like and share my post so that others might benefit. We never know who the reading, even if somebody didn't speak up. Thank you. I love you too, Aunt Patty. If they didn't speak up, it doesn't mean that they weren't watching and that there wasn't a message for them. We saw a lot of the same cards come out in various readings. No coincidence. That happens in groups all the time. There's that piggybacking that happens. And one of my most favorite people in readers, Teresa Caputo, she talks about that all the time, about how spirit will piggyback messages. It doesn't have to be just because she's looking at you and 3 other people in the vicinity it resonates for, doesn't mean it's not for them. It's definitely for them. That's why. That's why they're all sitting in the same area. It's amazing. So the energy that you brought, the energy that came out in the cards, thank you all so, so much. And if you would like your own personal private reading, more in depth, I know far too many spreads that we can do, and we can talk. You know where to find me. So I love you too, Mom. Thanks, Rick. All right. Thank you all. Have a lovely evening.